What's poppin', y'all? With his visa about to end, he might get sent back to Taiwan and have to go back to the military and lose the Adidas sponsorship that Cenat's team got him, because Ray is facing huge backlash with a female streamer that decided to air him out. So this person would tweet out and say, got ordered by two big streamers, Ray Asian Boy and Maddie Too Hottie, these Clover boys, who threatened me with SA and Grape at Twitch. Now, this is, so you're probably wondering, like, got ordered. What the hell are you talking about? Is this person like a delivery? So there's this platform called ePal. I don't know if this was the original one, but I do actually think that this is a cool concept and a quite ethical concept as well, because basically what happens is chicks get on there and there's an hourly rate to like rent them to play with them. Now, a lot of people are like, damn, that's kind of depressing. Like, dudes are paying chicks to like play video games with them. Yes. However, the majority of people that use this service are streamers because it's good content for them. Because if you're a male streamer with a majority male fan base, any girl you have on stream is going to boost your numbers. I mean, unless the girl is like obese, incredibly unattractive, something of that sort. But this is the thing with games and things like ePal, you don't even need to see them. Like just their voice is enough to boost the numbers. And it's not that way in the opposite. So like if a female streamer that has a female audience or even a male audience starts bringing a guy on, dear God almighty, that viewership is tanking for the most part. Unless there's like both in a community, that's a little bit different. But most female streamers have male fan bases. Therefore, their viewership will tank because there's always like, just look at Pokemon. That is a perfect example of somebody who, and Valkyrie, I think she hides her relationship now. But anyway, if they've got a female fan base, the guy doesn't really add much. Like their viewership isn't going to go up unless it's some famous guy. So the standard for a guy is he's got to be as famous as her or more for it to benefit the female streamer. But for a male streamer, it can be anybody. So what usually happens is it becomes insidious with these OF chicks or like clout chasers in streaming and things like that are collaborating with the streamer and they feel used to a degree. And like they're funneling to OF. But with this platform, they can pay, the person doesn't feel like they got taken advantage of, and they get an hourly rate. I think everyone's happy with this. However, in the text exchange that happened, this individual, Mellow Doll, is the person that got ordered and says, what's your IGN to Ray? And he says, huh? You ordered a Fortnite game. He says, can you join the call? 1 second. Quan. And then puts the number. I'm guessing that's like the gamer tag or something. He says, you a effing man? I know you a man. I'll F you till you die. This is the craziest part because I'm guessing this interaction, he thought that this was like a male to female, like transition type situation. I don't know. But the craziest part is if he thought that, why the hell would he say he's going to crack it? That's the crazier part. What the hell? He says, I'll F you till you die. I got a B Black D, says some stuff in Chinese. It says STFU you effing B, that me. I'm like, what the hell? So this was all happening on this guy Maddie's stream, who I don't know if he's officially Clover, but I know for sure he's an affiliate, and they're interacting.
So I'm making
You're not ugly. What are you talking about?
Yo, I think I added you.
Okay. I added you back.
So first, I think it's grimy, number one, to tag this Maddie guy when he wasn't the one that was typing at her. He didn't say anything. He just had his hands up, and that was Ray that was typing to her on Maddie's stream, because this didn't happen on Ray's stream. I'm pretty sure Ray was offline. So then there's this next clip.
Me at this point. What's up? All right, your match is ready. All right, come on, ready up.
Yo, did you type that on Discord?
What? What I type?
You a man. I know you a man. I'll you till you. I got a big black.
No. That's not me. That's not me.
That wasn't you?
No.
Okay, bro, you're just gonna be disrespectful.
Huh?
Like, that's rude.
No, that was me.
That wasn't you?
No. What, you about to run off?
Huh?
What, you about to run off with my bread?
Shut the up, you. Who's this? Who's typing?
Huh? Nah, I share accounts.
So here, clearly, it's evident that this guy's not doing anything. He's not the one that's saying that. And I understand the interaction because the person's like, yo, I'm talking to you. There's nobody else here. And you're saying this, or this is being said in our chat, in our call. So I'm guessing he's using Ray's account, but then he gets pressed about it by the person that got hired.
Nah, I share accounts.
With who? That Asian dude?
Yeah. Always eating ramen noodles and shit. The ramen guy.
Damn.
He's so corny, right?
He's corny? Oh, if he's typing that, probably.
Yeah, I'm already knowing.
Okay, listen. Like, what can I call you? Maddie?
Call me daddy.
I don't think we can, like, queue a game. It's not working. And, whoever's typing that shit to me is, like, hella disrespectful. So, it's also probably been more than 15 minutes, so.
So that was the context for the entire situation. But when you get posted everywhere on X, that's when everything gets ruined. Now, I will say, this is grimy as hell, and this is crazy attention-seeking behavior. I think this person's a psycho and a ridiculous clout chaser for adding Twitch and trying to get these guys banned. Like the Maddie dude, he was just trying to make some content. Ray was tripping out for sure, but this isn't a reason. Like, I'm not going to say this isn't a reason, but let's be for real here. Number one, Ray is talking unhinged. Let's keep it a buck. Like, Kai Cenat did not get this guy properly trained. Like, Kai Cenat can't hang around Aiden Ross, but this is his man who he put on, who he's got Adidas deals. Let's be for real here. With this individual, I don't know if the Mellow Doll person was like stream sniping or was also getting hired by other people, because there's a ton of clips of Mellow in this instance from a week or two ago with Jinxie, playing Valorant with Jinxie and doing like cosplays and all of that stuff. Also, another, which is like, this person has tried to like make fun of other people, saying this goofball ordered me on ePal to play Marvel Rivals with him. He was streaming without telling me. So yeah, this is also a lot of the time what they will do is they will just not tell the person that they're streaming, which I do think is a little bit wrong, because people are going to behave differently based on whether they know they're being streamed, and not just streamed to a certain amount of people, but potentially clipped to millions of people. But from the first two clips, people thought the Maddie guy was safe and good to go. But towards the end, I would say that I understand why this person tagged him as well.
We never get in the game. I just paid you.
We've been trying to queue a game for like the past, what, 20 minutes? How long has it been? Let me look. 20 minutes, bro. 22 minutes.
Oh. A timer?
You can look at the chat. It says how much time you spent. And whoever is typing that to me is extremely disrespectful. Your chat is disrespectful. So I don't know why I should stay longer.
I just you weak. You weak anyways. What am I doing?
Okay.
You wild Chloe.
Yeah. Okay, bro. Okay. Have a good stream, bro. Bye.
Loser. What am I dead? Nigga bugging. Order dispute cases. I'm not playing with this joint. What am I dead? Nigga?
So yeah, here he hired the person for a specific allotted time. The person times themselves. Not only were they like being talked to like crazy, but they do their time, and now they're trying to leave, and this guy's like, yo, why are you trying to leave? And then insults them for leaving and not being paid, or not being paid extra. It's like, dog, what the hell? This is the craziest part. And then talking crazy about them after, disrespectful. I think if Ray was going to play bad cop in that situation, this guy should have played good cop and been like, yeah, you know, he treated you poorly, this and that, to at least mitigate this. Because this is some terrible PR that the Clover boys have been getting over the past couple of months. I don't know if Kai Cenat's not there to whip him into shape, but it's not looking good for these guys. And this is just bubbling in. The real question is, what is the environment actually around them for them to be behaving like this, because they plucked Ray out of a foreign country and he didn't even speak English. And he's talking like this right now. So he had to learn this from other people, not from himself, because he even picked up the accent and everything else. Yeah, this is really, really dumb behavior by Ray. Really dumb behavior by the Maddie guy. I think they'll get like a soft, like a 1-day ban. Isn't a big deal for something like this. We've seen people like Nina Lynn get 1-day bans for grabbing somebody in person. Now, this person talking about threatened to SA me, like, dog, in technicality, yes, that is true, but let's be real here. You're not anywhere near this person. He was just, you could say, like, harassed. That would be a little bit better. But the fact that this got so much attention, these guys are the golden boys of Twitch, or they are the prodigal sons of the golden boy of Twitch. So they may get some leeway here. But I think a cool 1-day ban, but they got to learn to behave a little bit better. These sponsors that they've got on deck, you guys do not want to turn into the black sheep of having to thug it out via gambling deals. Like, that closes too many doors for you guys that Cenat worked very hard to open. And now another theory that people have come up with actually is that this wasn't Ray. And Ray hasn't come out to deny it yet, but they're saying that this was some other person that has access to Ray's account. The point is, they're all representing the brand. Like, you guys remember when some accusations came out about Cenat's cameraman, how upset Cenat was about the situation, which you got to think about it. There's been way too many people close to Kai that have had wild accusations on them or have done wild stuff. But he had to cut that guy off, and he was upset about it. He's like, damn, why'd this guy have to do this? You know, I brought him with me. I wanted to keep him with me, but he just messed up so bad. Like, this isn't something I can stand behind. So whoever was the person behind this, yeah, they need to get a spanking from Daddy Kai. And that just is what it is. I don't care if it's Ray. I don't care if it's the Maddie guy. I don't care if it's some cameraman that has access to the account, which if you're as big of a brand as Ray, nobody's getting on your accounts. That's it. Especially somebody that's going to be like talking like this on your accounts. The only thing they should be doing is posting or organizing something. And clearly, if they're talking like this when they're organizing something, they've got to get the hell out of here. But also, it's the posting in Chinese. Like, that's not going to be some other like black or white dude in America that knows to type something like that. That's why I'm more inclined to think it's Ray. But, you know, these fanboys, they're just going to try to chalk it up and throw the blame onto somebody else. But let me know what y'all think about this in the comments. Like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell if you enjoyed. And I'm going to see y'all on the next one.